This week on JambarTV, we'll discuss the Master's Program for History coming to an end. Then, we'll talk about the Evening of Elegance hosted by the DEI office. Lastly, we'll dive into the Swim and Dives Conference Tournament.
Hello, and welcome to JambarTV. I'm Caitlin McCarthy.
And I'm Molly Burke.
IT Services will be releasing a series of videos over the following months to educate students on cybersecurity and staying safe online. Jambar reporter Christopher Gillette has more.
IT Services online safety videos will cover topics including data harvesting by TikTok, email phishing, and two-factor authentication.
The first video will be on TikTok's data harvesting. Rosalind Donaldson, the director of IT Services, says students should be aware of how TikTok uses their data.
Data is harvested and it becomes a commodity. So when you visit websites, if you notice that if you're using your computer, all of a sudden the ads that you see on other websites are related to things that you have visited recently.
IT Services is working with Sandra Estock, a cybersecurity consultant who has been the victim of identity theft. She said most people don't think about cybersecurity until it affects them, but there are simple things we can do to stay safe.
Cyber safety, it's one of those things that sometimes we don't think about until we are forced to think about. Because, our identity is stolen, our, bank account, it's being affected, or our safety is being compromised.
Estock said we can avoid being victims of cyber attacks.
You have that choice, and that you are not, you don't have to answer, you don't have to click, you don't have to be that victim, that you can choose.
The videos will be posted to IT Services' YouTube channel and shared through the Y app. Estock can be found through a website. If you have any specific questions about online security, email IT Security Services.
For the Jambar, I'm Christopher Gillette.
Everyone knows Pete the Penguin as the symbol and mascot of YSU, but did you know he helps both the university and companies make money? The Pete logo is licensed out by companies for use on merchandise, and YSU receives a 12% royalty. Local firms like Youngstown Clothing Company are cashing in on Pete. Matt McClure, the owner, said this has helped revenue.
Mainly what we are is like t-shirts and fleece and things like that. But we have, this was our first Pete shirt that we ever did. It's, we called it YSU Pete, and just an all black and white shirt.
The sale of Pete's image also helps the brand visibility of YSU by having its logo out there.
The Youngstown Press Club will be hosting an event March 7th to talk about the First Amendment, the decline of news, and more. The speaker series will be inviting Jacob Schreiner Briggs, a Yale Press Clause Fellow, to talk about those topics.
I will be trying to connect the effects that the decline in the news, especially local news, has on basic democratic functions. I think the press is necessary for democracy, and I think the fact that it is struggling economically and politically is bad for democracy. And then specifically as relevant to what I'm studying with my job, I'll talk a little bit about what the First Amendment can do to address those issues.
George Nelson, president of the Youngstown Press Club, says the event will help combat the stigma surrounding news.
Part of what we do is to try to get the message out. These are dedicated professionals. These people are working hard and working in good conscience to try to bring you the information in the best and most responsible way possible.
Reservations are required to attend. To RSVP for the event and more information, go to its website.
YSU is hosting TEDx Youngstown, with this year's theme being Life Happens. TEDx Youngstown will bring in a variety of speakers to hold presentations and speeches to educate the audience. The event will feature 19 keynote speakers, taking place at 10 a.m. on March 10th at the Spotlight Theater. Adam Earnhardt, a co-license holder for TEDx Youngstown, says everyone has a TED Talk to give.
Everybody's got a story to tell. You know, everybody's got an idea to share. And I think really everybody's got a TEDx talk to give. And the more people that do this, the more idea sharing that happens is important.
TEDx is releasing the names of the 19 speakers through teasers each week on their Facebook and Instagram. For tickets and more information, visit the TEDx website.
With constant weather changes and stress from school, YSU students often feel sick. Dr. Nancy Wagner, director of the School of Nursing, said there are steps students should take to stay healthy.
All of the regular things that we encourage our students and faculty and staff to do. Wash your hands, wear a mask if you have a cough. Try to stay away from people who are sick. Don't come to campus if you're sick.
Students pay a health care fee included in tuition that allows them to visit the Mercy Health Primary Care Center located on Wick Avenue. Students can walk in from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m.
More women are majoring in STEM. Coordinator of STEM Outreach and Scholarships, Emily Brown, said the college does a lot of women-focused outreach. For 25 years, the college has held a Women in STEM Career Day. After taking this year off of hosting, the event is set to return next spring. Alicia Prieto Langarcia, professor of mathematics, said it is important for women to be involved in STEM.
When there's no women in the room, men only have one perspective and they completely forget about all the, they cannot think in this way of having things done better and that serves society, right?
The College of STEM has a couple of scholarships available to women interested in majoring in STEM. The Choose Ohio First Scholarship has a goal of increasing the number of female students in STEM. The Howland Aerospace Foundation gave the College of STEM a grant good until 2024. The grant focuses on recruiting and retaining women and minority students studying STEM.
The Youngstown Historical Center of Industry and Labor recently received a quarterly grant of $7,500 from the Ohio Humanities Council to conduct and archive the stories of working women within the Mahoning County area. Marcel Wilson, a site manager at the museum, said obtaining the grant was a competitive process.
It's a grant from the Ohio Humanities Council, and it is a quarterly grant that we received from them. We received $7,500 in order for us to conduct, collect, and then disseminate information about women and work.
The museum's goal is to preserve the stories of working women for years to come. Go to Youngstown Ohio Steel Museum's website or call their number for more information.
The History Master's program will no longer be offered to YSU students. Jambar reporter Jessica Stamp has more on the story.
With a low number of students and a lack of financial funds, the university doesn't have the ability to keep the History Master's program going. Charles Howe, Dean of Beagley College of Liberal Arts, Social Sciences, and Education, said the decision to end
We're faced with making hard decisions in an economic climate in which, we have declining student enrollment, and it's a challenge to make ends meet.
History professor David Simonelli said the loss of the program is going to impact many things, such as staffing and providing research material for exhibits at the Youngstown Historical Center of Industry and Labor Museum.
Last semester, we had 3 graduate students, I think maybe 4, working on 3 different projects, all of which were presented at the museum. So, it reduces just the sheer flow of projects going through as museum exhibits.
Sabrina Krause, a graduate student in the master's program, found out through an email about the ending of the program.
They didn't really clarify as to what's going to happen to us. Are we, especially the ones working in the museums, are we going to get pulled from the museums? my focus is on museum work, and it would be kind of a waste for me to be sitting behind a desk and grading papers for a professor.
Brian Bonham, a history professor, said the program greatly benefits students, such as allowing teachers to have the credentials to teach college credit plus classes at the high school level or work at historical societies. Junior history major Gabriela Vascal said it's harder to pick what classes she wants to take.
There are a lot less classes to choose from when it comes time to pick classes to register for. The professors are always super helpful about trying to get things to work out, but it just kind of sucks because we don't really have any choice in what classes we take.
The students that are already in the program will be able to finish, but students can no longer join and will have to seek a master's degree in history at another college. I'm Jessica Stamp with JambarTV.
Well, Molly, this weather has been looking really warm this February, but how's it looking for the rest of the month? Caleb, let's see the weather.
This weekend will start off chill and dry, but towards the start of the week, we're going to see warmer temperatures and higher chances of rain. You'll want to stick around after the break because I will have a more detailed report.
It's on the camera.
You're welcome, guys.
The communication department is much more than media or delivering a speech. The YSU Communication Department offers programs in telecommunication, journalism, and communication studies. We inspire creativity. We encourage each student's passion. We explore new and advanced technologies that connect the human race. The communication programs at YSU ensure that every student is prepared and experienced for the outside workforce, for life after YSU. Join the Jambar and find your voice when you tell the next big story. Become a host of Rookery Radio and gain hands-on experience, or get involved with TV productions like Light the Wick, Penguin Rundown, and JambarTV. YSU's Communication Department is much more than a department, an education, or a degree. It's a home for passionate individuals, for students to find and pursue what they love.
The feeling when my hands are on the piano, it's become comforting. It's somewhere that I can express myself. I go to Youngstown State University and my passion is playing music. YSU is allowing me to take what I love and turn it into a career and do it every single day of my life. I'm Alyssa and I'm YN proud.
Hey kid, you want to try some exercise?
Wait, what? What's going on right now?
Yeah, man, exercise.
I don't know. I don't know if I should even be talking to you right now.
It's got lots of benefits.
Okay.
The benefits of exercise include increased levels of energy, higher quality of sleep, better muscle and bone strength, improved memory, and clearer skin.
Hello and welcome back to JambarTV. I'm Caleb Ellison, and this is your weekly weather forecast. Let's start off with this weekend's radar. Today we're seeing quite a bit of cloud coverage and high wind speeds, but the chance of rain is just 4%. Tonight the chance for rain remains low, but we'll see a little bit more clouds and those wind speeds will start to die down. Saturday we'll see a lot more sun with the occasional clouds, and the chance for rain will rise to 25%. Saturday night the chance of rain drops to 6%, and we'll see some of those clouds leave the valley. Early Sunday morning, we'll see a light snow shower, but as the day goes on, it'll become breezy with a mix of sunshine in the afternoon. Sunday night will be clear in comparison with a 4% chance of rain and 30% cloud coverage. Now, let's take a look at my 4-day forecast. Today is the coldest day of the weekend with a high only reaching 32 and then dropping to 19 at night. Saturday will be a bit warmer with a high of 42 and a low of 28. Sunday will be the warmest day of the weekend with a high of 49 and a low of 27. Monday will hit the mid-50s, but the chance of rain puts a damper on the day and the low will drop to 35. That's it for my weekly weather forecast, but you'll want to stick around because Reagan Hilton will be in the studio with the latest on student life.
not waiting to see what the world has in store for you. It's more about what you have in store for the world. All you need is the opportunity. All you need are the resources of a large university and the advantages of a personalized academic setting where you can experience new worlds in the arts and sciences, business, and education, and make them your own. We are where you shape your future. We are Youngstown State University, and proud. You're here to be part of something bigger, to make things happen. For you, college is about knowledge being shared and learning experiences that aren't limited to the classroom. On campus, you want to matter. It's about engaging every day, building relationships with students, with mentors, with the community, in the heart of a reinvented city. We are that something bigger. We are Youngstown State University, and proud.
Growing up, I love figuring out how things work, putting things together. I love being able to come up with an idea, design it, just the whole process of creating things. I go to school here at Youngstown State and my passion is 3D design. I chose YSU because all the equipment, the research being done here, it's like a playground for me. I'm Alex and I'm Y and proud.
This year's DEI Gala took place at Mr. Anthony's Banquet Center. The evening of elegance brought guests from across the Youngstown area to fundraise for YSU's Enrichment Scholastic Summer Program. Penny Wells, Executive Director of Mahoning Valley Sojourn to the Past, said the YES Institute exposes first-generation college students to campus.
The program is called YES. It's the Diversity Summer Program, and it's basically to expose students to life on the campus.
Wells said the program gives students the opportunity to work closely with the Office of DEI.
And also, they have this safety net because DEI, the Diversity, Equity, Inclusion Department, really is willing to embrace and provide that safety net for students if they're willing to be part of it.
At the gala, guests ate dinner, participated in a basket raffle, and danced to music by the Michael Austin Project. Carol Bennett, Assistant Provost for the Office of DEI, said many resources made the fundraiser possible.
We initially get sponsors to cover our costs, and we've done that. So we don't have to pay anything. Our sponsors have taken care of that. And then there is the selling of the tables or seats, and then the basket raffles will cover that. We've also had individuals and companies that provided donations. So I'm hoping that we can raise $20,000 to $30,000.
Assistant Director for the Office of DEI, Susan Moore, said the gala would connect the Youngstown community with YSU.
It's important to bring the community again into this entire atmosphere in this space. We want to, again, bridge the community and Youngstown State together, and so we wanted to do it in a celebratory fashion to kind of kick off everything.
For more information on the Office of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion, head to its website. Reporting for JambarTV, I'm Molly Burke.
The Judith Ray Solomon Gallery, located in Bliss Hall, is displaying 2 exhibitions to celebrate Black History Month and Women's History Month. Director of McDonough Museum of Art, Claudia Berlinski, said she wanted to feature a unique exhibition for Women's History Month.
This exhibition will feature some sculptural pieces that imitate like a poolside area with, bathing caps and fun photos of her and wearing bathing caps and just sort of silliness and just something, to brighten up the winter, although we don't have too much of a winter going on right now.
The Judith Ray Solomon Gallery will be available for viewing Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. If you're a fan of watching movies, you may be interested in a new club on campus. The YSU Movie Lovers Club is looking for new members. The club is not an officially registered student organization yet, but it still hopes to provide a place for students to enjoy and discuss movies. Junior middle childhood education major Alexis Fanaro is in charge of PR for the club. She says the club is open to all students. Meetings vary by student availability, but if you're interested in joining, check the club's Instagram page.
So just so people know if they are interested in joining, not only are we very flexible with availability, but we are also very respectful of everyone and differences in opinion and different views and different likes and dislikes.
Here at YSU, Greek life organizations continue working towards breaking the stigma of hazing and underage drinking. Some ways that they do this are through the anti-hazing policy or programs in place. These actions also have legal consequences that follow.
Hazing, if it's convicted under the Ohio Revised Code, it is a second-degree misdemeanor. However, there's extenuating circumstances such as using alcohol, drugs or that, and it kind of enhances it to a felony status.
To read more about these stigmas surrounding Greek life, check out the full story in the Jambar. For more info on YSU's anti-hazing policy, visit its website. You'll want to stick around because Elizabeth Koss will be back with the latest YSU sports.
You're here to be part of something bigger, to make things happen. For you, college is about knowledge being shared and learning experiences that aren't limited to the classroom. On campus, you want to matter. It's about engaging every day, building relationships with students, with mentors, with the community, in the heart of a reinvented city. We are that something bigger. We are Youngstown State University and proud. You're not waiting to see what the world has in store for you. It's more about what you have in store for the world. All you need is the opportunity. All you need are the resources of a large university and the advantages of a personalized academic setting where you can experience new worlds in the arts and sciences, business, and education and make them your own. We are where you shape your future. We are Youngstown State University and proud.
Growing up, I love figuring out how things work, putting things together. I love being able to come up with an idea, design it, just the whole process of creating things. I go to school here at Youngstown State and my passion is 3D design. I chose YSU because all the equipment, the research being done here, it's like a playground for me. I'm Alex and I'm Y and proud.
Hello and welcome back to JambarTV. I'm Elizabeth Koss, and let's hop into everything YSU sports at Youngstown State University. Starting off with the men's basketball team, they've completed a compelling 2-game homestand and started the final 2 games of their season. Let's throw things over to Jambar sports editor John Ostapowitz for more.
Over the 15 games that have been played here inside the Beagley Center, the men's basketball team came away victorious with 13 of them, tying the NCAA record for the most home wins in Division I history.
The men's basketball team finished their last 2 home games of the season, February 16th to February 18th against Milwaukee and Green Bay. Going against the Panthers on February 16th, the Penguins controlled their destiny in the Battle of the Horizon League, defeating Milwaukee 87-85. Graduate student Adrian Nelson went on a scoring tantrum to record his 1,000th career point and 1,000th career rebound.
It means a lot to me just knowing what my God-given abilities are, just making sure that I excel in those areas.
Against the Panthers, senior Dwayne Cohill recorded his 1,000th career point as a Penguin, becoming the 42nd player in YSU history to achieve the milestone. The Penguins completed their final home game of the season on Senior Day against Green Bay on February 18th. Youngstown State outscored the Phoenix in the second half by 23 points en route to a 95-65 victory.
This team has been very, very consistent.
So I think they want to make history.
Penguins travel to Moon Township, Pennsylvania on February 21st, tipping off against Robert Morris. The Penguins led at half, but an offensive surge by the Colonials sealed the deal, falling 83-66. The men's basketball team is back in action on February 25th against IUPUI. To watch the game, you can visit ESPN Plus or tune into 570 WKBN. For Jambar TV, I'm John Ostapowitz.
Thanks, John. And changing gears into the men and women's swimming and diving teams, they recently competed in the Horizon League Championships from February 15th to the 18th. The Penguins had 2 conference champions during the 4-day events. Gavin Webb and Alexa Radenovic both claimed a conference title in the final day of events. The Penguins will compete in the NCAA Championships and the CSCAA National Invitational on March 9th. Taking a look back at some more basketball, the Youngstown State women's basketball team continued their 4-game homestand on February 17th, hosting the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee, and then on February 19th, taking on the University of Wisconsin-Green Bay. The Penguins were defeated by the Panthers with a final score of 75-54. The ladies dropped to 12-5 in the Horizon League standings following that game. Now, 2 days later, the Penguins would host the first-place Green Bay. The Phoenix defeated the Penguins once again by 67-54, dropping Youngstown again down to 12-6 in the Horizon League. Now, the Penguins will go on the road to end their regular season, first heading to Indiana to take on IUPUI on February 21st. Then they're going to travel over to Robert Morris University once again on February 25th. Now, the women have clinched a top 4 seed in the Horizon League tournament, earning a first-round bye. They will also host a quarterfinal game on March 2nd at 5:30 p.m. For more information, you can go over to ysusports.com. Now, the women's bowling team has kept their season rolling with an impressive showing at the Midwinter Invitational hosted by Arkansas State February 17th through 19th. Now, Youngstown State won 3 decisions and posted the 6th highest pinfall over the 5 Baker matches on day 1, let alone. Now, the Penguins toppled 1,000 pins each in each of its 4 matches, and it was the lowest set of the afternoon, was 989. On day 2, the women's bowling team won 4 more matches, while junior Madison Marks finished 8th place individually with a 5-game set of 1,104 pins.
Honestly, I think just give ourselves a chance to win. I mean, the girls are hungry, we're hungry, we all want to win. You know, we got second a few times.
Into the final day of competition, the Penguins fell short, placing 8th out of 17 teams. The women's bowling team is back in action again on March 3rd through March 5th at the Big Red Invitational. Now, going over into men's tennis, the team traveled to Nelson Tennis Center on February 17th and 18th. The men dropped a 5-2 decision against Northern Illinois. The men made a comeback in the 18th against the previously undefeated Fighting Hawks in their 4-2 decision against North Dakota. The women's tennis team also traveled this weekend, and the Lady Gwynns dropped both of their games in a 4-3 and 5-2 decision against Bowling Green and Eastern Michigan. Now, let's throw things back over to Caleb Ellison for a quick recap look at our weather.
The last weekend of February is looking good with the higher temperatures, but you will not want to forget to pack your umbrellas for the start of next week.
Well, guys, this is the last week of Jambar TV in February, and we're just asking, what kind of plans do you guys have to finish out this month?
Honestly, I'm just trying to get out there and go on some more hikes and enjoy the weather. What about you, Reagan?
I would definitely say enjoying the weather right now. Yeah.
What about you, Betty?
I mean, it's been a little bit warmer now. I'm looking forward to some warmer, weather, of course, but we'll see if it holds still.
All right. And Caleb?
I don't have a microphone.
And that's all we have this week for Jambar TV. As always, stay safe, Penguins.
For Jambar TV is provided in part by the YSU Foundation and the Jane F. Lamb Charitable Foundation. Thank you.